Alrighty boys, so I'm going to teach you the #1 thing that every single low elo Kayn main seems to do. And I mean, I feel like it's something I preach all the time. It's the most important thing for jungle. If you want to be a good jungle, it is lucrative for you to be able to have this one skill, this one talent, and that's pathing. Pathing is the most important thing of jungling. This means your path speed, this means your decision making. Pathing is just the most important thing for every player in general. And a really, really quick way for you to improve 2x as a player is to be able to perfect a full clear pre-315. If you could do that, you have more time to look for ganks, you have more time to look for plays. Good pathing equals good setup. So I'm just going to teach the basics of pathing this game, right? And I feel like it's not something that everyone's going to learn all at once, but I feel like a lot of people who are more experienced in the jungle will be able to notice a lot more patterns. So first things first, I always like to go for like an early ward over here. This will help me know when the enemy jung is at the raptors. So pathing isn't just your pathing, you also have to track the enemy's pathing. Both quite important. Oh, right now. I would say in any elo below Grandmaster, you should play to full clear every game, unless you're very, very worried that you're going to get invaded, which I'm against the Graves, and this is a Mastery List game, so maybe I could get invaded this game. I could, potentially. But see, having this early ward kind of helps me out. So the only place I have to be careful of is my red buff, but I'm going to start top. And a very important thing to do as a Kayn, well, first and foremost, you want to start your Q, but you want to make sure that you're able to kite your camps between your other camps. Every jungler should look to do this. Kayn is a little bit of a hidden pathing tactic that people don't really utilize at all. It kind of annoys me that people don't utilize. Be able to like farm 2 times faster if you know how to use it. It's queuing in walls, so be able to kind of drag the camp into the wall like this and just insta Q. Saves you animation time. So saving seconds like that. Very important. And now, usually whenever you start blue on the opposite side, you can get 2 in Q, but this side's a little bit dangerous because this wall that I'm going to approach real soon is very, very thick. So I got to be very careful on that. So I'm actually going to get my E. Also, if I get invaded here, I don't have to worry too much. So, using my E here. This wall right here, this one, it's very hard to get over consistently. If you want to do it, you could put 2 in Q and be a little bit faster. You're clear. I'm going to pop my pot right now, by the way. Just because I think it is kind of likely that the enemy jung's going to invade me here. But see, if that's the case, I could always just get away. See, whenever you think you're getting invaded, you could always just kite the camp in the bush like this. And then if he comes, I'll see him a little bit earlier. I always hold on to my E as well. You always want to make sure that you have a little bit of safety precaution. I'm going to EQ, that way I can E and hold it for my Krugs. So if I EQ into that wall, means I can get over down to this wall. Yo, Young Lion, my boy, thank you for the 5 gift subs, my boy. Appreciate that so much. Boys, make sure to say a massive thank you to my boy, Young Lion. Alright, so I'm going to kill this with autos right here. You can see we got a 307 full clear. Now we have time to look for the bot gank. Now, look at the wave right here. We have the shove in, which means it's not going to be gankable. Graves is going to be down here. So right now, I'm just resetting right here because it's kind of a hover. So if the enemies are looking to fight and be over aggressive, then I could just kind of back my team up. So if Rel jumps in there as opposed to jumping away, that means I gank. If she jumps away, then I just reset and go to the top side. Now you're probably wondering, well, Karasmai, you know Graves is going to be at the boss scuttle. Why not contest that? Well, Graves is a lot stronger than Kayn early on, so just picking and choosing the proper fights for yourself. Because Kayn is always going to be weaker than the majority of the junglers you face. I'd say 9.9 out of 10 junglers he's weaker than early game, so going to just reset here. Look for this, and now we can look for the counter mid because Graves is going to be right here.
Unironically win this game.
Oh, actually got that off a lot faster than I could react to. But now I got the reset off, so it's fine. Maybe we can look for a top dive here. Thank you for 2 more gift subs as well, Young Lion. Appreciate that so much. Yeah, so we're going to look for this top dive here. Look at the wave. The wave is shoving. That's a cannon wave as well. We have some time to work with here because Graves is going to reset. He's going to run straight to his Krugs to farm his camp because he started top and full cleared, similar to how I started top and full cleared. So now we kind of just... We're gonna for this, and you have to always make sure that you're approaching from an angle to where you can't get away. So, just go away. Wait, what? Shark's gonna go in. Well, he didn't have to use flash, but it's fine. And now just look at how much gold and XP this guy's gonna miss out on. Graves might catch some of it, but top is over. Top is 100% over. You don't need to be a laner to understand that lane is over. Oh, there's Graves, as I mentioned, and he's going to use his TP. Not bad. Hopefully Graves doesn't get a free kill, but he shouldn't. It's no flash. Oh, this is a pretty good start for me so far. Not great, but pretty good. See, and a very important thing to understand about Kayn is that it's all about survival. Most important thing about your early game is survival. You need to make sure that you're just able to make it to your form. A lot of my viewers, a lot of my Kayn mains out there, they always tell me how easy it is for them to get their form. If it is easy to get your form, if you don't struggle with getting your form, if you don't struggle with the early game, it is so incredibly easy to climb with Kayn. Because all you need to do is make sure that you're making the right plays and the wrong plays. And I'm going to explain very in-depthly what are the right plays and what are the wrong plays. Because it's just about understanding your limitations. So if you understand your limitations of a champion, like, you know, knowing that, okay, my ult's down, okay, my flash is down, okay, I haven't reset in a while, you know, just stuff like that, just paying more attention to the minor details of the game, you will climb rapidly. Because it's always so amazing that I've coached so many Kayn players, and I'll see their early game and be like, wow, this is amazing. This game should be over. This game is, like, already over. But not a lot of people know how to really, like, work the mid game. Kayn's all about the mid to late game. You need to understand a good mid to late game. Early game is just about survival, but mid to late game. Right now, I'm kind of just looking for a counter gank, but I also want to make sure I'm hovering this dragon because he could start it. You know? The reason why I'm hovering so long here is because it's going to be like 20 seconds till my topside respawns, so I have time to kind of wait to see. This is just always something junglers should do, just kind of hovering. Now, technically, I could lose the... oh, look, here, there it was on the dragon. Technically, I could lose the top scuttle if we went straight there, but I figured he'd try and do the dragon. And once again, I cannot contest, so this is something where you need to just be able to rationalize, be like, hey, I'm weaker, hey, my bot side is not as strong in a 3v3, so we cannot fight this, right? Just rationalize. But this is something that you're going to have to learn with experience, because you have to understand, okay, which champions are stronger than which champions can do that. Ooh. Oh. Israel just eat in. Nico. Well, let's make the best of a bad situation here, and let's go for a invade here. Probably should have saved my smite for the red buff here, but should be fine. Like, he's going to come back fast. Now, this is actually something that a lot of people do that's very flawed. If I grab this Skarner Spire, they know that I'm here, right? They 100% know that I'm here. And I don't want them to know that I'm here. And I don't want Ahri to walk into me. Okay, well, I'm going to get 6, so maybe she can walk into me? Question mark? It's fine. I mean, I think Ahri just needs to rationalize that play. Ow. Drop red, get 6, we both survive. Well, Skarner was right here, and I'm right here, and she wants me to fight down here, which is faster for Skarner to get to. So, you'll see that a lot of times people will argue with you. And this is kind of the thing about jungling, is that you're always going to have more knowledge, because junglers have more time to be more observant of the map. So that's why most of the time it's just better to ignore them. That's why I'm just going to mute her right now. But I just thought it was really funny because a lot of times they'll get emotional and they'll just start flaming you for their own mistakes. That was clearly something that was a lot smarter not to do that. Because if we're fighting towards their advantages as opposed to our advantages is to make them separate, right? Because if we separate them, then we have more time to just burst them because we're 2 burst champs that can work together. But yeah, it's fine. It's not really the end of the world. We lost both. Wait, no, we didn't lose the dragon. Wait, that's huge. Okay, so Graves didn't go for the bot side objective. He went for the top side objective on spawn. They're going to get ganked right now because Graves is heading straight bot side. He only has bot side camps up, no top side camps up. They should just hard back up because he's just going to walk up and ult. And if the enemy bot lane doesn't think too over aggro, I can kill them. Alright. It's not bad. Got a 1-for-1. Could potentially look for the drag here. Oh, Graves is very persistent with one to shove that in. What the hell? Have I seen that right? What's he doing? It's wasting so much time. See, but he's wasting time looking to shove that in, which doesn't really accomplish anything. And I'm spending my time looking for things to do on the map. This is like a perfect time to do Dragon, because we know he's on reset, and we know Zeri's on reset, and we know their mid is shoved in. This is like a perfect time to do Dragon, because Ezreal just came back. So just looking for timers like this is something that's going to help you a lot as a jungler. This is like a challenger thing, though. I wouldn't worry about this if you're like lower rank. This is 100% a challenger tactic, because challenger is all about precision, so understanding the exact time frame that I have to work with here, understand how long it's going to take for Graves to walk all the way down here. Probably be around like a little under 20 seconds. So I could definitely solo the dragon in under 20 seconds. And that's if he like hightails it straight, like buys and runs straight to the dragons, then he would be able to come at like the tail end of it, like as I'm doing it. As you saw, he was like right there a second or two after, and he hightailed it straight down. And yeah, my bot lane just being a little bit too overzealous again. It's pretty obvious he's gonna make these plays bot just because he has the rift. So, oh, what the hell? Yeah, that's why I'm hanging out down here as well, because now I'm not wasting time by doing this. My camps are dead, and they're waiting to respawn. His camp's already up, and he's not farming them. So he's wasting his time. I'm not wasting my time, because I'm making sure that he's not getting a free rift play. I'm countering his rift play, right? Alright, not bad, not bad. Got his flash. Take those. Yeah, they shouldn't have played so far back once Aatrox TP'd. That was actually a really perfect time for Taric to go in. Can't always like count on your team to be aggro or anything. Guys, there's a eco right there. I like how they just ignored the minion walking right at us. Actually brings me great joy to see that. That was really funny. Yeah, I don't know about Rel going for that engage when she has no damage to follow up. Kinda sus. I got so many red orbs there, I guarantee to get my red form. Yeah, once I saw the Aatrox was gonna get ulted, I knew I could flash in, kill them both, and tank the tower. That was actually a very, very fortunate thing for me to do there, because if I didn't do that, Aatrox is just dead for free. This is what I was talking about earlier with like calculated aggression, being able to understand your limitations. So I understand I had the damage output to kill both them. That's what Dark Harvest does for you. That's why Dark Harvest has higher value than like Electrocute or something like that, because you get multiple procs, right? So I have more damage to work with on multiple plays as opposed to one play. And that's how Kayn's designed. He's designed to make more than one play. That's what high mobility and AoE does for you, right? That's why his kit synergizes with his runes. By the way, I didn't show the runes, my bad. Here are the runes, my boys. Hope you enjoy. But yeah, no, so far everything's going pretty good. Pathing is going great. So like I mentioned, with good pathing, this is actually a game where I didn't really have too much free room to farm. A lot of the time you're just farming and you're just getting a free win. That's usually how Kayn works. Like you just farm up, get a free win. It's chill. But this is a game of a lot of aggression because I'm actually playing into one of Kayn's hardest matchups, Graves. So I have to be a lot more attentive on the map, because if he's able to control the map, the game's over. I don't really have that ability to control the map that he does, but I can make plays where he's not making plays. So this is where I mentioned the challenger tactics of precision, knowing what like time spans I have to work with, knowing the exact integrals, like being able to say where Graves is without any vision on the map, because it's not just about counting camps, it's about just understanding jungler intuition. It's about understanding, okay, patternized play. If he's consistently looking to make plays bot, when he has the rift, he's going to look to send the rift bot, right? People always look to cater towards a specific lane. That's how junglers work. It's a lot easier to work than a lot of people think it is, because a lot of it's just psychological. So if you're into psychology, jungle is the role for you. Jungle is the role for you. But there's another free death. A lot of you probably wondering, Karasmai, why do you not reset? You got 3.5k gold. Well, I don't have my form for a minute and a half, so yes, I don't really need to force too many aggressive plays here, you know? I could just kind of chill. So when she saw me, she threw out her abilities like they normally do, but she just kind of stood there still. Oh, my team's dying a lot for free. That's good. It'll make the game a lot more interesting. Because normally when you play towards a lane, you want them to like succeed and do well, but they're kind of not. But see, notice, here's the thing that a lot of low elo players get in the bad habit of thinking about. They're like, oh my god, I played off this lane and they inted. Well, I play off 3 lanes. I don't play off 1 lane. I play off 3 lanes. Now this is an advanced tactic that I utilize whenever I can. Not every game you can. This is, once again, understanding more about... this is just comes from playing the game a lot, understanding which laners are good to play off of, which laners are not good to play off of. Understanding that Aatrox is very easy to camp into a Skarner with no flash. I mean, I feel like that's League 101, that's basic, you can understand that. No flash lane if he overextends, or if he's under tower, low HP, it's pretty easy to die, bro. But not a lot of people will rationalize these things, so you need to understand the matchups. Why Aatrox didn't just walk at this guy? I don't know. I guess he really wanted to farm. Why'd he go that way? Bro, this guy's the most free kill of all time. Oh my god, I just full bought 2 items and I got my form. It's okay though, because I'm not here to teach you how to make your laners good. I'm here to teach you how to carry every game. And sometimes you don't even need to be the carry. Because sometimes if someone else is the carry, then they get focused and you can be the second carry, or the third carry, or the fourth carry. Sometimes, in a very rare game, the fifth carry. I've been that before. Not as fun, but equally rewarding to get the win. And this is one of my favorite Drakes because if he were to auto it, it would just set it up so freely for us. The fight that is. Ow. But we could just do it. We have a Taric and Aatrox is down here. They have no Skarner. These are pretty easy. We always want to get these objectives out of the way fast because if you're stacking objectives, that's what put pressures on the enemy team to take bad fights. So right now they're just avoiding fighting us. Oh no, 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 we can't fight. Back up, back up, back up. So they can only do that for so long until they lose the Dragon Soul, right? It's game over. Oh yeah, this is like another massive tip is that a lot of low elo players, they don't really know what a good play is or a bad play. I mean, a good play is whenever you have odds. So just think about it in percentages. Okay, if you have more people, more gold, more XP, you could win a fight. If you have less people with less gold, less XP, you can't fight. If you can't fight, look for something where you can. Don't look where you can't. Don't think about where you can't. Think about where you can. Because playing League and just jungle in general is all about thought. Just constantly thinking. Like, okay, I can't do this, so I gotta do this. Okay, I can't do that, I gotta do this. So that's a lot of what League stems down to. It's just always constantly thinking about your next move. Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna shove it mid here because, well, Pico should be a reset. And the most important thing to do with the rifts is to make sure you get all T1 towers. So we got T1 bot, T1 top, and now T1 mid. This opens up the map. More freedom to roam into the enemy jungle. More plays there. Get more kills. More gold. Get more wins. Right here would be a very good opportunity to bait Graves because like he kind of wants to stay. Is he gonna shove one more? It means he's close to an item, so he's 100% gonna shove one more. Yeah, he's gonna shove one more here. Hello, Graves. Goodbye, Graves. Ow. Kill me. For I have sinned. Never mind, I'm out. Cool. Scary. Uh-huh. Where did I go? This way? No, that way. Execute's better. And a lot more plausible. Aye! I mean, she used Flash and Ignite to get a shutdown, and that's the support getting the shutdown. That's actually very worth for me. Giving shutdown to this support is like a godsend. Alright. Yeah, at this point when you're this fed, you start farming multiple camps at the same time. You know what always irks me about League players? So many League players, they have really good APM in other games, but they can't like flick like the farm 2 camps at the same time, or like left and right when they're in a team fight to dodge skill shots. Ah, can't do anything. All good. Do what you can do, not what you can't do. Is better to die than rel than execute? Nobody gets your shutdown? Ah, that's a common myth. You should never play to die ever. If you're playing smart, you never have to die. I played stupid, so I died. That's because Kayn kind of enables stupidity. As a Kayn main, you're kind of enabled for it because you just have so much high mobility, so much damage. You just have so much potential. Your options mid to late game is limitless practically. That's why I always say like you just have to kind of practice at just getting comfortable with the champion. Because once you understand your limitations, it's quite limitless. You know, having the mechanics and having the knowledge of being able to read your summoner spells ability. Well, by the way, I think everyone should have their mana cost on the summoner spells. But sometimes I even forget how much the spells cost. 90 for E, 80 for W, 50 for Q, 100 for ult. Nice. Good pick. Should all be at the dragon right now, but we're not. Quite interesting, ain't it? My team goes in here. This will be very free. Look how much damage I did. Light him up. Oh, what the hell is that W? Bro, I trolled that W. Holy moly. Yeah, see, sometimes you just want to go in early on to go for some poke. And see, this is why I talk about your limitations. Like, understanding I can go in that deep and get that much damage off and survive is very important. And like I mentioned, sometimes you're not the main carry. Sometimes you're the second carry or the third carry. And I would say I'm probably the second carry this game. Aatrox's the main carry. So getting them loose for Aatrox. That way, whenever you get some resets, you can get more... we're going in the fight. That's why a lot of climbing in League, at least at the highest rank, is just understanding how champions work so I can synergize properly with them. Understand those champion synergies. They're doing a pretty common tactic here where you pretty much just perma split, perma soak up gold in the side lane. That's also a pretty smart tactic if you're just very behind and the game's looking doomed. Because especially in lower elos, games take forever to end. So if you're just constantly soaking up resources and constantly getting XP, that's why you'll never see a high elo player with low CS. Who's going to have high CS. It's the secret to being... Honestly, the secret to being like masters is just fundamentals, like being able to farm fast, being able to like understand when to farm, when not to farm. It's all fundamentals, right? Practice. Practice makes perfect, boys. And yeah, I'm just like farming in all my camps here. I could be like resetting and looking for more plays, but I'm just playing a little bit more of a selfish game. Because at the same time, of playing like a good team play game, if you're not playing in Challenger, it's not a team game, it's a very selfish game. So you should always be setting yourself up for success. I mentioned a lot of times how I'm not the main carry, I'm a second carry. But if I keep farming, I can become the main carry, and that means that we're going to have two main carries. Two main carries. A lot harder for them to focus, isn't it? Also, I'm getting very close to 16, so just getting all that XP. Stacking up an XP advantage is very important. And the most important thing for Assassin Kayn is the angles, so... Oh! Ow! I got booped in the brain. Boopta. Well, GG, man. I think this game is over. You know, I actually could have dodged that Graves ult, but too bad it was someone was stacked on top of me, so the cone was just always going to kill me. Because the cone, the way that it works is it's kind of expands as it crashes into somebody. But if it did not hit somebody, I could have moved up top. Kind of what I was talking about earlier with like people not knowing how to press up, down, up, down. Usually if you just hard commit to one side, like if you're going to dodge an ability, just hard commit to either moving up or down. People that click straight, like I gotta run away, I gotta run away. But if you know that they're going to shoot an ability at you, just click up or down, you're vibing. Just hard commit to it. Don't do the whole pitter patter like up, down, up, down, up, down. Just hard commit. Either way, GG. Hope you enjoy the game. YouTube.